I'm Molly,
And I'm Richie.
and this is Cold and Unseen Podcast. This place was so creepy. Um, so before we jump into it all, because I know that how we kind of discover places sometimes are random, sometimes are from people making suggestions. This one was somewhere that I actually did go to, and the first and only time I've been there, I was 8 years old. And it was the creepiest fucking hotel.
8 years old. So did you already feel stuff back then? Like, did you know something was off even as a child?
When we went to this hotel, yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, me and my sister, from the moment like we checked in and got to the room, we were like, that lady's a ghost. This place is haunted. We don't like it. Like, we were convinced, and we were trying to convince my mom that the innkeeper was a ghost. And she didn't, she's like, no, she's not. You guys are fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. Like, because my mom also picked the hotel. But, but so the Jerome Hotel, before I jump into all of that, so the Jerome Hotel is in Arizona, and it is located in basically what became, and it's even, you can look it up, it became a ghost town. It picked up after more people moved into it, but it had become just a ghost town. It was pretty much run down, and I believe it was due to the Great Depression. Um, but it the hotel itself used to be an asylum. So it was a hospital, and it converted into a hotel. But now, because it was an asylum, there are so many different reports of things people hear, people see, um, just a bunch of different things. Like, it was like the elevator has always stayed the same, and it is a one of those elevators that close, like, you have to close the gate.
The gate? Oh, hell no. Those freak me out.
And I remember when we checked in, the woman who checked us in was like, "Oh, and just be careful with the elevator. Sometimes it gets stuck, but don't worry, someone will come and let you out. You might just have to hang out for a few minutes." I'm 8 years old. I looked at my mom. I'm like, "I'm not taking the elevator. Not
Yeah,
taking the
taking the
elevator."
stairs?
Yep.
So where is this
So
place located?
so it's in Jerome, Arizona. It's like, I think it's actually called like the Grand Jerome or Grand Hotel in Jerome. Um, but it's on a cliff. So when you go in, like, our room, it, they had windows in this place, and you open the curtains and it's rock.
Oh no.
And to get to the place, the reason why it became kind of a ghost town is because to get to the town, it is one road, and it is cliff on either side. It is a terrifying trip to make, by the way. It's terrifying. We drove there during a lightning thunderstorm. We saw lightning hit the ground. We were like,
Oh
this is a
no.
sign. Um,
It sounds like a freaking sign. Who
but
makes
so,
that drive? Why? Was your mom, so was this like one of her adventures? Like she wanted to go to a spooky place or
well, one of the things that we did a lot was when we went to visit my aunt. She lived in a few different states, and when we went to visit her, sometimes we would go to visit other places. So my mom had like found this spot. I don't know why exactly we went. She just found this place and was like, we should go check this out. It wasn't even because of a spooky thing. I think my mom has always loved hotels that were converted. So she found it. It wasn't too far from my aunt's. She said, "Let's go overnight. It looks like a fun, crazy little town. Let's go check it out." Yeah. Um, so that's why we went. And me and my sister heard that it was a converted asylum, and we're like, "Why are we staying in an asylum?" And my mom was like, "It's a hotel."
I don't
But the funny
waste.
thing is, so it was built in 1926, and it was actually considered at the time one of the most, or not even one of the most, but it was considered the most modern hotel hospital in Arizona, just because of everything that actually had, like it had a ton of stuff that they could actually use, like the more machines and everything like that.
Yeah.
But we had, and it actually closed, the asylum itself, it closed in 1950. So that's when it closed to be it closed, and then it didn't actually open as a hotel until nearly 50 years later.
Oh
Yeah.
snap. So
Yeah.
this was like 2000, like
The guy who bought it, he bought it in 94, and then he turned it into a hotel because basically, I had to look it up, and so it was basically the place was shut down, but then in the 70s to 80s, they ended up starting to hire people, um, to take care of it, because when you have abandoned buildings and they're just left alone, people vandalize or people come and steal.
yeah,
So the people who owned the property, um, just hired people to either live there or leased it so
yeah.
that that wouldn't happen. However, it they were doing that until the 80s when the last caretaker died from suicide.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't see any mention of like why or like what they did exactly. It was just death from suicide.
Sus.
Yeah.
There's always these sus ones.
Yeah. So that was like kind of the whole backstory of the history of that hotel.
So then these owners then sold it to the people who converted it into a hotel after that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now like the elevator was sketchy, and like when I went, I remember um like I actually didn't know that this place was haunted. Like me and my sister have been saying this place was haunted for years. For years. We've been convinced, and we're like, nope, that lady was a ghost. It was haunted. And my mom, to this day, like until I told her this, she was still unconvinced that it was haunted, and she thought we were just overreacting. Um, until last year when I called her because I looked it up because because me and my sister were talking about trying to get my mom and my aunt to go with us back to Arizona. And we're like, we should go back to maybe that hotel and see. And so I looked it up, and I had also talked to a friend who lives in Arizona, and it is considered like the most haunted hotel in Arizona and in the surrounding area. And I talked to my friend, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that place is like known for being haunted." And I talked to my mother, and I was like, "Yeah, it's known. It is haunted." And she had no idea and did not believe us. And the
Oh my goodness.
and the craziest part, sorry, Grim is on my lap.
Guess what your mom was
Um,
doing while she was away? Just
shut
kidding.
up. Um, So there's a lot of like different things people have seen and heard. And I will say I don't remember like different things that I heard maybe. I mainly focused on the innkeeper, who we can get to that. Um, but I mainly focused on the one thing which freaks me out to this day is when I found out reading about it that one of the things that people see is a black cat apparition. And I remember when I was 8 years old, we were checking into the hotel, and I saw a cat jump onto something. I can't remember what it jumped onto, but a black cat jump onto something behind the counter. And I pointed it out to my mom. And the innkeeper was just like, "Oh yeah, he just hangs out around." And I remember specifically seeing a black cat, and then to find out that it was an apparition.
So, but if the innkeeper was in on it, that makes her like even more sus of being a ghost.
I know. And the reason why me and my sister are so convinced that she's a ghost is because um we took the stairs to our room. We were on like the second floor, I think it was. Um, but we checked in, we walked up the stairs, we walked up to the second floor, which didn't take long. We were up the stairs in maybe a minute. This woman, when we opened the door to get to our floor, was already down the hall with a watering can watering a plant and greeted us on the second floor. And we're like, we know that she could have taken the elevator, but there's no way that she got up here that fast.
She
And that was just
probably
one of the
was.
things. And then every time we went somewhere, it just got more and more creepy because I swear, every time we went anywhere, it was upstairs, downstairs, anywhere, she was there.
Oh
She was
no.
there. Um, so
I mean, they say children see spirits too. I feel like, I mean, obviously your mom was seeing this person, but I don't know. I feel like for you to recognize that it was a spirit, you know what I mean? Like, oh, for all we know, adults see ghosts all the time, but we just don't
right.
know unless you're like intuitive. But like children are naturally intuitive. It's as they grow, I feel like they lose that. Um, because people tell you ghosts to make believe. They, you know what I mean? They flood your brain with different thoughts, and then you no longer. But I feel like everybody's born with that natural innate like thing, and I feel like you recognized this person as a ghost. I truly believe that they were.
And I swear, when we checked in, she like leaned over to say something to me, and her eyes like bugged out. I don't know. She was really creepy, and I just remember being terrified of her. And we walked away, and I was like, Mom, that lady's a ghost. There's no, like, that lady's a ghost.
I mean,
And
and why would an 8-year-old even come to that conclusion unless like like
I
I
mean,
believe it.
I did have a pretty spooky mom, but uh,
But
still,
the fact that she took you there with no, because I know that your mom's that way because we've talked about
yeah,
it. The fact that she just took you there happenstance and didn't even realize that it was a spooky place because I feel like
yeah,
she would have taken you there on that principle. But
she
like
would have.
that's so creepy. So did you guys go back? You did go back as an adult?
We haven't gone back yet. We haven't gone back. Me and my sister just started looking into it at the end of last year, and that's when I looked it back up and found out that it was actually known to be haunted. Was like the end of last year. Um, but I did look up to see, and I wanted to see like what everyone else had kind of reported seeing and hearing. And because it was a hospital, they did also have a maternity wing. So people have heard crying babies. They've smelled baby powder, and they'll hear coughing. And there was also children at the hospital, so sometimes they'll see apparitions of 4 to 5 year olds running through the halls.
Oh,
And
hell
that
no.
and that elevator that's self-service, a hospital engineer was crushed by the self-service elevator, and she said it sometimes malfunctions. So people will experience elevator malfunctions, sudden movements, and a bearded man in the basement.
Uh, I want to go to this place. The only problem that I have with going to this place is the route there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the
I
route
don't
there is
like
not
that.
great. Oh,
What was the
oh
rest
wait.
of the town like outside of the hotel?
Honestly, the rest of the town was really creepy because it was such like a ghost town. So it was storming. It was storming when we got there. We made it across. We thought we were gonna die. Um, we made it to the place. The town is on a giant cliff. But if you live there, it was it felt like I remember driving through the town and it kind of feeling like a movie where you're driving through the town and everybody is standing outside of shops, just like staring at you, like they know you're not from there and just like watching you pass through. And my mom was so creeped out by that too. Like we went into the only shop that like no one was standing outside of, and it was the pastry shop. And I felt so bad for this woman. Um, because like honestly, I think we might have gone into like one other place and then we just went back because we were so like weirded out by the town. Um, I don't remember how much we actually did in the town. Uh, but we went into this pastry shop. She had like candies and pastries, and it was run by this woman who she was really pretty. And I just remember she had dark, like long, dark hair, very pretty. Um, I kind of actually thought about her when I was writing my book and had the shopkeeper.
Uh,
She was kind of pictured in my mind.
Insight. I like
Um,
that.
but I felt so bad because she comes out of the back room and she comes to greet us and then she goes to smile and her mouth was literally black. I'm not even joking. Her teeth were, I have never seen teeth like this.
Dark magic, demonic activity. It's
Demonic.
those are signs. I mean, let's say for argument's sake that the this is like a little fucking ghost town. Because that is where it's giving very hills have eyes. Like I'm imagining that
Oh
scenario
God.
where like the out of townsers are like walking down the street and everybody's just looking at them all sus and weird and hillbilly-ish. Like
And they give us the
I'm
wrong turn off
imagining
the
what those.
freeway.
Yeah, like it's giving a horror movie. I'm picturing it. But then to go there and see like to this sweet, nice place and see a beautiful person, and she's like, all like, oh hell no. It's giving me book ideas, but it's that's spooky.
It was so spooky, and it was my mother, of course, saw it as an opportunity because as soon as we left the shop, I asked my mom because I didn't understand. I was like, I have never seen something like that because it was just literally, I didn't understand how it could get that bad for someone. And we walked out of the shop, and I looked at my mom. I was like, "What happened? What was wrong with that?" And my mom just goes, "That's what happens when you don't brush your teeth every day." And I fucking brushed my teeth every day from that moment.
Oh God, I would have been so grossed out. I would have been so freaking grossed out. Um,
Oh my God.
Smart on your mom to like to
Oh yeah, she
capitalize
totally
on
used it
that
to her
moment.
advantage.
Yeah, very smart. I like it. I like how she thinks. But I'm still shook by like the cliff to get there thing.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. We
that's what would
literally,
hinder me from doing this because
well, the problem is with the cliff is that so if you go to this town, once you get on that road, you kind of have to be ready to just go because it's not really a road you can turn around on. It is cliff on either side, one lane and one lane. You're next to each other. It is the road in, road out. And it is a cliff, like drop. You can see the bottom.
oh,
Like we were there, we were going during a thunder and lightning storm. My aunt was having a lot of storms during our entire trip. Like we were seeing, this was the first time I was seeing lightning forks. I'd never seen that before. Um,
that sounds
and
pretty though.
have you seen them before?
No, I've never seen like real storms. I feel like we don't get them around here like that.
Oh, it was cool to watch, but it was freaky if you were outside because it literally just comes down and then like midway it splits into two.
Ugh.
It's like two bolts are meeting in the middle and but it's just one.
That's so kind of cool though. I want so badly to. like experience something like that because I love thunderstorms. I love shit like that, but never. It's never in my area. Unfortunately, it never happens. Um,
Well,
were you
I
worried
can
about
tell
getting
you,
struck? Like,
what?
were you worried about getting struck? Like, was it
Uh,
that close?
well, that's what I was gonna say is you don't want to be experiencing that when you're driving because we had a lightning storm when we were driving that, and we saw lightning hit the ground close to the car. And I think it was the first time I ever heard my mom curse, and her and my aunt threw an F-bomb at the same time as we saw the lightning hit the ground. And me and my sister just started bawling. We all thought we were going to die. And we were about halfway down the road. And me and my sister are like, let's just turn around. And my aunt is looking at my mom like, I can't turn around. We have to just keep going because we can't turn around until we get to the end. If we get to the end, I'm not driving down this damn cliff again. So thankfully, once we got to the other end, it kind of eased a little bit. But t let me tell you, like, if you need a sign that you're about to enter a ghost town that you're not sure if you actually want to go to, lightning storm might be your sign.
I'm excited about that actually. I do want to like witness like real storms. We do not get them around here. I've seen videos, obviously, but like never in person. Like have I seen like a legit nice like thunderstorm? Like usually it's like spurts of like 10 minutes and then it's over and it's like barely anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind them if I'm home and they don't take out my power. Half the time they
Even
take
that
out my
I'm fine.
power.
Is my Kindle charged? I'm good. Is my phone charged? Oh God.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, so we were convinced that it was haunted. My mom didn't believe us. And then I will say I don't really completely remember what happened after that. I just know like our rooms, we had two rooms and they uh they joined together through the door so we could just walk between the two.
Yeah.
Um so I think me and my mom had one room and then my aunt and my sister shared another room. Um but I do remember at one point, me and my sister were still so set on this place being haunted. And we were in we were in one room. My mom and my aunt were in another, and me and my sister were watching something. I think we were watching a movie or something. And a couple people were outside, and the door handle started jiggling, like someone was trying to get in. Me and my sister lost it, booked it to my mom's room, screaming. And we hear them go, sorry, wrong room.
Ugh.
So that was the most that I remember from that was like the lady showing up everywhere, not wanting to use the elevator. I think we used it once because my sister was tired of using the stairs.
I
Um,
would have been too scared. I don't like those. And they no
but
freaking way you're gonna tell me to close a cage, lock myself in, and then don't worry, sometimes it gets stuck. Like just hang out for a bit. You
oh,
thought
that
you
freaked
messed
me
up.
out so much. Like, don't tell me I'm gonna get stuck in this elevator. I have not seen a single maintenance person. You're the only person I've seen. You're the innkeeper, and you're like 80 years old
Like,
if
what
you
is
are
she
not
gonna do
dead.
to unstick you from this elevator? That's terrifying.
Yeah, I remember specifically going in and closing the cage one time and then the elevator closed and we moved and I don't remember any other time, but I was not happy about
Uh,
it.
this sounds like an exciting experience. So there's,
It would probably be more exciting now.
oh my God, yeah, you gotta go there and try the flashlight thing. Would you or
No, but
would you be too scared? I mean, you probably would do it. The flashlight
I'll go
thing.
now to do the flashlight. Oh yeah.
That was freaky. I can't believe that. We need to get on that at some point. We need to talk about that event because that's wild. And the fact that
Which
I seen
one?
it and it straight gave me goosebumps. The video of the flashlight with
Oh,
you guys, yeah, at your sister's house. Like, no freaking way. No way.
oh, I needed to, I didn't take a video and I meant to, but I think it was the last night I was there. I didn't take a video, but we brought out the flashlight and we wanted to try these cards. I think I told you about that, the cards that I got.
Yep.
We put out the cards and we brought out a flashlight and it was freaky. It worked
Oh, you
completely.
should have recorded it.
I know, but I was like, I was the one who was picking the cards. So we were asking the questions and I had them all laid out. And so what we were trying to do is it was either me feeling and seeing which card I was drawn to and then seeing if the flashlight would like confirm the answer, or what actually turned into something not worse, but creepy, was I picked the first couple cards and it confirmed them. But then I think whatever was there realized what I was doing because as I started moving around to like see what card I wanted, it would turn on as I hovered over a specific card. Like it was picking the card for me. And I would
Oh,
flip
hell
it
no.
and I would flip it and we'd have the answer and then the light would turn off as soon as I discarded it. Like they were like, yep, that's the right one.
Oh my
And all I
goodness.
know, and we didn't really have like that long of a conversation, but um all we could really confirm was that whoever was trying to come through was a Salem witch. And it was after we went to Salem.
They must know about your book on the other side. They have to. If you don't think Bridget's a fan, come on. She's like, I thought everybody forgot about me. Nope. Nobody
It wasn't
forgot about you,
Bridget.
Bridget. Huh?
It wasn't Bridget.
Oh, what do you think it was? Oh, did you ask? Did you get to ask
We
specific?
asked. We asked. It said
Were
no.
you hoping?
I was kind of hoping. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of
Like,
hoping.
we know she's a fan, though. She's got to be.
I literally asked the question and I said, I said, is this Bridget? I wrote about you.
Just so you know. Oh, I love that. Oh, I wish I would have gotten to be with you guys, Salem. I really do. Because, but like, I don't know. I'm like scared, but like, I would love to experience this Jerome place. I would love to go there and experience this. I'm deadly afraid of the cliff thing. Like, I cannot be the one driving and just like, I'm gonna like Damien it from Mean Girls and like glasses and hood and just don't see nothing. And I'm just gonna like read a book or something to like not pay attention to the fact that
Yeah,
we're
I don't
in
think I could drive
from
it.
death.
I don't think I could drive it because it was, from what I can remember, it wasn't like a wide cliff either. It was a pretty narrow road, but you saw where the cliff dropped off and you could see the stretched out land. So, I mean, we literally saw lightning hit the ground.
Oh God,
And it was not far from the car.
I'm hung up at that, but I want to see this place so bad. It just sounds so spooky, and I wonder. I want you guys to go, and I want to know if the cat is still there. If you can see the cat. Imagine what if it's the same 80-year-old lady and she hasn't aged a day? Like you would remember her, right? If you saw her, you
Oh,
know.
100%. I can still picture directly in my mind. I can still picture her in my
What
head.
if it's her? There's no way she's alive.
Oh no, there's no way. She couldn't be. I swear she was like at least in her 70s, if not 80s. Unless she's like 100 years old running a hotel right now.
That's spooky. That's so spooky.
What if we just checked in with nobody? We just got keys.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, that's weird. That's so freaky. Why haven't you written this? This is so spooky. Why every time you tell me something, I swear I get goosebumps.
It's not my fault. I have a lot of experiences.
I I
They
just
follow
have a
me.
feeling about it. I believe as soon as you said the cat thing, I felt something about that. Like the fact that that person acknowledged the cat and then that's an apparition that people are seeing. Fuck out of here. I'm like,
The fact that I remember the cat so clearly, and then I was looking it up and I was looking up the hotel, and there was the first time I looked up the hotel, there was three specific apparitions people were talking about, and one was the man in the basement, um, and one was the head nurse because she had it's like a gurney or something. There was a head nurse who walks around and people will see her. And then the black cat. And people will sometimes hear the cat because they'll hear like scratching on a door or like scratching in the hallway. And then sometimes they'll also see it hanging out in the lobby.
I'm
But this
spooked.
place was like, this place, I don't know what is wrong with this place because something also has to be wrong with it for there has been multiple suicides. Like a maintenance man hung himself in the boiler room.
Yeah, that's freaking spooky.
Not to get morbid, but like,
Oh, it was there that he did it?
yeah, that's why you people see his apparition because he hung himself in the boiler room. Yeah, and I forgot to change my background.
What would drive him to do that? I feel like I need to research this man. I need to know
I
more
don't
about
know. That's the thing is I don't know. It didn't say it hasn't said why anyone has done any of it. Like it hasn't said why anyone was killed or died. Like it has just said that they were found dead.
Wow. Oh, wow, I need to know more. I need to look into that. Wait, sending me on these rabbit holes. But I need to know more. I will also like, yeah, that's on my list of things to do now. So you guys have plans to go like soon? Have you made a plan to go? They're
We
still
we
open
haven't
and
made a
operational, right?
yes, they are still open and operational. Me and my sister have a plan to go. We we want to go with my mom and my aunt again. Um, and my mom's down. She's gonna try to convince my aunt. So we're gonna try to see if we can go sometime next year.
You guys are so practical magic. Y'all really are. It's so cute.
Uh, but it was so funny. I was telling her, I was like, me and Megan want to go, and we were thinking you and Robin could come, and we could make it like a girls' trip. And my mom was like, I think I could get her to go along for a girls' trip. And I was like, you guys can either do the spooky stuff or you don't have to. Like, you guys can go off and do something else if you don't want to, and we can do the spooky stuff. And like,
uh,
we'll get our own room, and you guys can get your room. And then if you guys don't want to do any of that stuff, you don't have to.
but they will.
But they probably will because it's my aunt and my mom. Like
I love
my
that.
aunt, while I was over there this last time, I gave my mom, my sister, and my aunt all of these tarot card necklaces. These ones.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. And they all match. So we all have magician
I love
as
that.
the tarot.
See, y'all are so witchy. I love it. I love it. That's one of my tattoos. It's the magician, the first one.
You've sent me a picture of that. I love it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
And I will say, so like we've talked about Jerome, we've talked about a lot of places, and I don't know if you've looked into this other place yet, but I am really excited to talk about the Crescent. I have
Yes.
not been there yet, and I need to go. I am trying to convince my sister, and I'm just like literally waiting and figuring out the plan of like when we can go because I need to go to this place. And I'm excited because that's our next episode.
Ooh, I'm excited. Well, if anybody's heard anything about this Jerome place, we would love to hear about it. I would love to know
Yes,
if you've had any experiences or what your experience with this town was. Like, did you go to this place that has the rotten teeth lady? Like, we want to know
I would
because
love to know if anyone else has been there or been around or been to any of the places that I might not remember or had any experiences
yeah.
that
Did you see the cat? Do you know who the innkeeper is? We need to know the answers to these questions.
has she looked the same for years and years.
Like, like I watch her still be there. Like, and that'll. I'm telling you, I have a feeling. But till next time, and then we're going to talk about the crescent.
Yes.